What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy 180 and Clates Boxing for coming through and boosting up the coin. So we got an update for you, man. Right now, I did a video yesterday on Chris the lied to Eubank Jr. airing out Frank Bricktop Warren, airing out Massa Eddie Hearns, and airing out Calla, Sniff, Sauerland. Anywho, Frank ain't playing, man. We know Frank is litigious. And again, that's the problem. A lot of corny light skin next year. You think everyone playing, because that's how you was brought up. Yeah, your mama brought you up, and you think everything's a big joke. You think everyone playing like that. And essentially, people, Chris, he been out of shape right now, because he ain't learned no lessons. Chris Eubank don't learn no lessons. That's why he can complain about every promoter bumping him, because he didn't learn the first time. He a victim, people. An institutionalized victim. That's the role he's playing. And Frank Warren twists his ass up again. Here we go then. Let's hit the bars from Frank here. In response, fuming.
Facing outwards, so we couldn't quite hear all what was being said. And the bottom line of it is very simple. He was sued by me for a legal breach of a contract, and I was successful in suing him, and he paid substantial damages. Now, you know, what he can't accept is what's legal and what's not. And as regarding what he's just said, just so you know, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, he's going to get sued again for the comments that he's made publicly.
Eubank's sick, man. Eubank's sick. He's sick right now. He opened his big mouth because he just don't get it. The bottom line is, people, contract situation, as I talked about yesterday, is very simple. Whatever you sign to, you are bound to. Yeah? And the cabal courts will come get you for that. Simple. Eubank was a 25-year-old man, or however old he was, he signed on paper. His daddy was no doubt in the mix there anyway at that time, when he fought Billy Joe and that. He signed. It wasn't that bad, right? He wouldn't have signed it. He signed it. And then he decided not to do certain things, and it turned out he ended up not only paying Frank Warren for whatever that was, you also, when you go to court, if things get taken to court, you get a little bit added on top, or a lot of a bit on top. Damages, yeah, distress. It caused Frank distress, not getting you to deliver on his contract. Oops. So don't, again, a lot of these light-skinned victims. It's all happening to me, and I didn't know. And these guys, this is Massa Hearns, and that's Bricktop, and oops. You lost in court. You signed something. What more do you want? What more do you need, people, to take responsibility for your shit? Eubank's problem is his ego's too big. He thinks he can sign things, do what he wants, sign things and then not do them, and then be crying. Yeah, there's two things you can do. I've got no problem with people not upholding contracts, but be a big man about it. Say, listen, Barsh, I ain't doing nothing. Come get it. Yeah? Come get it if you want it. No doubt about it, I ain't doing it though. Don't try to play the big man. Yeah, I'm my name's Chris Eubank Jr. The sun shines out my arse and I don't have to do what I signed up for. Then get sued, which you must have known was coming. I could have told you that. Yeah? No, I've been done wrong. I'm a victim. I'm just a victim in this. Life's happening to me. Come on. Yeah? So anyway, Frank Warren roasts his ass. And Frank Warren also roasts TalkSport. He puts TalkSport on notice saying, listen, you open your mouth and you'll be getting a suit as well. He's reckless, man.
Frank, let me ask you, those comments were, he said you've been lying and cheating your way through boxing.
Are you not listening to what I just said? And if you carry on, you'll get it as well. Because you're publishing it by saying that. So I'm just telling you straight how it is. He will be sued and he will have a problem over that. And anybody else who says it, they can get in that queue with it.
Okay, I'm not saying it, Frank. I'm just asking
you.
You
were saying it, I heard you.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't me that said it.
Yeah, but you're repeating it.
Yeah, but you've come on for your right reply, right?
You just asked me to come on.
Of course we have, yeah, for your right to reply.
And I have just given you the response.
Okay, but you must understand that when you come on national radio on the back of someone accusing you...
Listen, Frank Warren, he is unhinged right now, and rightfully so, to be quite frank. Yeah? A lot of people were sucking Chris Eubank off. And I get it. Like I said yesterday, the banter element, anyone kicking off at anyone, like I love the whole Eddie Hearn punking off Ben Shalom. Anything that's banterous and it's intriguing, I like it, but factually, getting rid of the emotional side. Like, I love cracking banter saying that Frank Warren's bricked up and Eddie Hearn's Calvin Candy's great-great-great-grandson. Yeah, the cat from Mandingo. Sorry, the cat from Django. Yeah, the one that Leonardo DiCaprio played. Do you understand, people? I love that kind of banter, but equally, this ain't 1609, people. Yeah? It's not like it was back in them times, where Massa told you what to do. You do actually have to get your big ass hand and write yes, boss, on it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. And you chose to do it, and now you butthurt. Now you blame everyone else. And I'm sorry, but there is a reason. There's some bad promoters out there, but you don't hear no one really talk. I think Eddie's pretty... listen, I've never done no business with Eddie, but I think Eddie certainly... You can't moan about Eddie like that. You can't moan... Listen, Eddie, he on point. I've never heard... I'm trying to think. Apart of Devin Haney, man. Devin Haney's always whining. Yeah, like Shakur Sleepmanson, always whining. And it came out, Shakur Sleepmanson was slacking Bob Arum off. Yeah, Shakur Sleepmanson came looking around Eddie, and Eddie told him, Shakur, you best stay with Sleepmanson. I mean, you best stay with top rank Bob Arum, because we ain't going to be paying you that money to fight bums. He was like, because Shakur Sleepmanson, he thought he was like a big boss. Yeah, I'm out of contract, I'm a free agent. Not one person came ringing. Not one person fixing to work with him. Bob was putting, all jokes aside, Shakur Sleepmanson can't sell a ticket for love nor money. Bob Arum, and to be quite frank, same as Crawford. Crawford was slagging off Bob Arum. Eddie Hearn said, we wouldn't be paying you 4 or 5 mil to fight Kell Brook, a washed up Kell Brook, or a washed up Amir Khan. He wouldn't have been doing that. He weren't making that in an empty stadium. So, Bob really, man, he's probably one of the most... Bob Arum's probably one of the most... what's that thing called? Reparations, 100%. Bob Arum is the #1 reparations leader in the United States. He's steady putting these nicks on. That's for damn sure. They ain't making that money. Come on, people. Who here paying someone 5 mil to fight washed up Amir Khan? Oh my... Get serious, people. Get serious. Get serious now. He been put these men on. Bob Arum has, in my opinion, from what I've heard. And where's all the other offers coming from? You don't see no... And forget the Saudis. You can all be biased now and say, well, Chris was right because look what the Saudis are doing. The Saudis are acting buck wild. Yeah? And you slow cats don't understand. They're not paying for the boxing. Yeah? You see them 2 little buns hanging off the back of Chris Eubank? That's what they're paying for. Them light-skinned buns. Stop. Not for the boxing. He ain't overpaying to what? Who want to watch Eubank fight a bum? He ain't paying for that. Yeah, he paying Johnston, Anthony Johnston, hand on the leg, all sorts of madness. Got Eddie Hearn all tight looking, holding his hand and shit. That's what he paying for. Stop playing. That's what they paying for. They ain't paying for the fight. People, look at the crowd in Saudi. Not one of them man are watching the boxing. Do you understand? They're waiting for the after party. They fixing to party with the boxers. Do you understand? Yeah? In their shake-offs. The freak-off / shake-off parties. That's why they're on their phone. They're not interested in the boxing. They want a party. Do you understand? They're trying to party with Anthony John Stewart, Orderly Johnston, Chris Eubank Jr., all them man there. That's what they're looking to do. You best believe it. Anyway, so you've heard there Frank airing out Chris Eubank saying he's got a pet. Listen, Bricktop said, I put a case on your ass. And 2-2s. Eubank has shit himself, people. I hate to break it to you. And this is why I said, don't be backing these corny light-skinned nicks, man. Because he ain't 10 toes down. He don't take no responsibility. So he backpedaling now. Look, Following today's press conference for the historic Riyadh season on October 12th, I would like to retract my inaccurate statements and offer my apologies to Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn and Colour Snifferland. I will now wish to focus, so he's been cucked. Yeah, he realised now, oops. He realised, oops, that's not good. Yeah, and this Eubank, that's why I told you to play here yesterday. Yeah, all the other corny channels come here and say, yeah, Chris Eubank's right, and yeah, Eddie Hearn's bad, and I'm not saying they're good. I'm saying, for the most part, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren do exactly what you signed up to do. Whatever you put your name to, your big grown-ass 30-year-old man name to, is what you're expected to do. That's what they've done. Yeah, that's how contracts work. You're not 12 years old where you don't understand and I didn't realise. If Eubank had signed a contract with Frank Warren at 9 years old and he's like, wait a minute, I'm 20 now, I'm an adult now, I wouldn't have done that in the past, fine. No, you was a grown ass man when you signed it, and now you backpedaling. Yeah? And the reason I'm bringing it up again is to say that this is the problem with these type of victim nicks. Because this guy here, yeah, is the guy who, he lost in court. Frank told you that. He lost in court for breach of contract and had to pay damages, a couple $100,000. He lost. And rather than come out and tell you, man, that yesterday, he's making out it's a big problem. Yeah? Oh, it still happened to me. And then he runs his mouth lying about the situation. So instead of standing 10 toes down and saying, listen, Bosh, that's how I feel. Yeah, I feel you be bumping me. He backtracking now. Because he's now finally realised, oops, I don't want to get sued again because I'm talking shit, right? If he was telling the truth, that's what Frank Warren said. I'm not Frank Warren's #1 sucker offer, but those are the facts, people. Yeah? The facts are, Eubank knows he can't prove nothing at all. That's why he's backpedaling. So again, these messy, estrogenic nicks here who are emotional. Oh, the world's happening to me. No, I'm a victim. Frank Warren bad. Massa Hearn's bad. I'm good, and oops. Now you sorry. No, that's what. No, you sorry. You weren't mad yesterday. Whatever day it was, he kicked off. You man thought he was mad. Yeah, YB. Eubank giving it to him. Oi, bosh, bosh. Next thing you know, he winding it back. He walking it back. He's sorry. Please, Bricktop. Don't put the case on me. Please, Massa Hearns. Yeah. I'll pick that cotton. That's what Eubank's saying now. So don't come with that energy like Eubank was really on it like that. I could smell it. I could see him. Come on, man. He light skinned. I told you he'd fall. I knew that. He's soft. Victim. And he the same Nick here who will kick off like this. And I believe the reason Frank Warren's dropped it, Frank Warren don't like Chris Eubank. The reason Frank Warren isn't going to go ahead and sue Chris now is because Turkey's told him not to. But Eubank, the type of cat, yeah, who would kick off in that press conference all smiling and shit. And Ben Shalong's obviously put him up to it. All smiling and shit. And then he gets sued. Eubank will be that same guy after getting sued for talking up to say, oh man, I've been sued again. Oh man. Oh. Oh, Frank Warren sued me. I don't know what happened. Bad man. Frank Warren. You ran your mouth and you was wrong. You can't just lie on people. It's like me coming out and saying Eubank's a nonce. Essentially, Frank Warren's, he makes his living from this business. To come out and slate him off, you can't do that unless you got something. And you ain't got nothing. That's why you're apologising. All sorry looking now. The lawyers got involved. Now, you realise, wait a minute. I'm just a talker. I'm just a victim. I'm just a waffler. He don't want that. So, now, Eubank sucked off Ben Shalong. Oh, I like Ben Shalong. You ain't never done business with Ben Shalong like that. I'm putting out there now. Allegedly, in my opinion, Ben Shalong will be the biggest pocket digger. And if you know, you'll know. I'm not going to say too much. Obviously, one of them. I'm calling it now. Ben Shalong will be the most devious, one of them ones, pocket diggers in the history of the game. Yeah? Because Wiley told you, man, already. Someone's there. You best believe it. So stop playing. So Eubank, he out there laughing. Ben Shalong this. Ben Shalong that. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. For Eubank in a few years, that's my base case. And some people are saying. Sorry, it's not my base case. That's what I'm just telling you what some people are thinking. I'm not thinking that. I think Ben Shalong, he's straight up and down. He's straight. He with it, man. He good. 10 out of 10 like Eubank said. I'm taking Eubank's opinion. He said it was great. I think it's great too. For sure. People, come on now. Ben Shalong, he ain't going to be digging on his pocket like that. He a good guy. He a young guy. But anyway, on that note about Ben Shalom, Eubank has to be careful of Ben Shalom. Why? Because it was no doubt Ben Shalom. These cats, yeah, the Ben Shalom type cats, they don't want to fight their own battles. Yeah? They want lawyers, law enforcement, other countries to fight their battles for them, and they want to play the victim. So this is how the play goes. Ben Shalom, because Eubank's just a dopey Nick, essentially. That's what it comes down. A dopey light-skinned Nick. He don't know what's going on in this game. So Ben Shalom comes to him and says, yeah, Eubank, do this, do that. Eubank's all geared up, like, yeah, I'm going to put it on him. Couldn't wait. Eubank puts it on him. What he doesn't realise is, Ben Shalom's not legally liable. Ben Shalom's not going to be the one that has to walk it back. Ben Shalom's not going to be the one who's under libel suit. Do you understand? So that you can sit here, Eubank, and suck Ben Shalom off, but maybe I'm wrong. If Ben Shalom didn't come to you and didn't suggest it, and make you think, I don't think Ben said, do this, do that. I think Ben came out there and suggested it. That's how their man work. They're like snakes. Oh, Eubank. I'll tell you what will be funny, mate. It'd be funny if you started putting it on Frank and exposing them. Yeah, go on, brother. I'm not sure Shalom says that, but something along them lines. Yeah, go on, bruv. Yeah, some culture, giving Chris Eubank some cultural appropriation to make him feel like he's one of the squad. You understand? And then Ben Shalom's that same guy. When them lawsuits starts getting filed, he can be like, nothing to do with me. I don't know. Or he'll be spinning it even more. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, we knew they were bad guys, knowing full well that Eubank was in the wrong for talking shit. Essentially, it's a basic law in business. You can't just talk shit on people, especially litigious ones like Frank Warren's. Yeah, you can't be doing that, and you knew that already because you've been to court with him. So again. You got to grow up, Chris, man. You got to grow up because you just look silly now anyway. You just look messy. And you got all that Chris Eubank sucker offers, all the fangirls saying, yeah, well, Chris had to come out because he was going to get sued. Ask yourself why, people. Yeah? If Chris has all this information on how bad the promoters are, where's his lawsuits? He don't have nothing. Yeah, all Chris Eubank has is essentially a disgruntled employee. Yeah? He signed an employment contract and then didn't like the terms after he signed. That's what that's what they call being an adult. Yeah? You suck it up now. You signed it. No one made you sign it. You weren't under duress. So what are you crying about? Yeah? Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Oh yeah, Frank Warren put a statement out. I accept Chris's apology and retraction. Some people have been spinning this to say, yeah, Frank Warren's cucked. And I do believe Turkey lubricated this process. But ultimately, Frank Warren's the one who says, I accept your apology. Yeah, so Frank Warren's taking the alpha position. Chris ran his mouth, and then Chris is the one backpedaling. Oh, I'm sorry, I want to retract it. It's not true, completely false. Wow. And this is the man you man was telling me, yeah, he's doing it all. He's a flip-flopper, soft. He don't even want to back what he's saying. Even if he knows he's wrong, he could have still backed it and said, listen, man, I got 10 mil in the bank. I'll pay this guy another X amount, but he didn't want to do that because he's just full of shit. Just looking there for the clicks. I too have said many things before and apologised to him. Also, if any criticism has upset him in the past, I look forward to seeing him compete. I mean, these two can do good business. Billy Joe, he's in the Frank Warren game most of the time, although he's worked with Eddie Hearns. You got Hamza, and who else is there? Billy Joe, Hamza, and Canelo. So yeah, Frank Warren certainly can be of value to Chris Eubank's career. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.